If you have clicked in this video, then I'll assume that you are not in the best phase of your preparation right now. And let me make one thing clear right at the beginning, that NEET was never an exam of intelligence. It was and forever will be an exam of who can show up every single day and do the same repetitive boring thing, exactly what MBBS demands. So if you are feeling left behind, overwhelmed, or just tired, then this is the video that you need. Hello everyone, I am Sneha. I cracked NEET 2024 and I am presently pursuing MBBS from College of Medicine in JNM Hospital, Kalyani, West Bengal. And I am going to break down a very realistic, strategic routine for your NEET 2026 so that you can easily secure a government seat. So we have 4 months and a few days in our hand. So let us divide this entire time that we have left with us in 3 concrete phases. Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3. Phase 1 will be the days left in December along with the entire month of January till 31st of January. Phase 2 will be the next 2 months, February and March. And Phase 3 is going to be the month of April. And I think 1 or 2 days in the month of May. So let's begin with Phase 1. You need to do 2 things in Phase 1. Number 1 is to complete the syllabus before 31st of January. And number 2 is not to attempt full syllabus examinations. If you follow these two, you will succeed in Phase 1. See, why I am strongly advising you all not to attempt a full paper is that you are not ready with the syllabus yet. It is not under your territory. So the entire 3 hours that you spend while giving the exam, it will be frustration to you and nothing else. When you come back home, you will not have the attention span to sit down calmly and check your mistakes because there will be many and it is not possible for human mind to stay still. And thirdly, frustration will dive in again when you see your score. So it is not at all advisable to attempt a full syllabus examination till 31st of January if you are not yet done with your syllabus. You will hear many people telling that attempt examination, उसमें से ही जो आता है वही NEET में आता है. But that is not how NEET works. You cannot cram the entire paper and go. You will not be able to recall in the examination. You need to understand. So please do not increase your frustration by attempting n number of full syllabus examination. The tag of you attempting more question papers leads you nowhere. What you should do in this phase, you should complete your syllabus as I said. And secondly, you should attempt the part syllabus tests of the last chapters of each of those subjects which will be taken in your institute or wherever you are studying from. And now if I come to syllabus completion, so syllabus completion should be done in such a manner where you write down the name of each and every chapter of the 4 subjects clearly in your room. Okay, and then you mark whatever is done. How do you decide what is done or not? You should have watched either a lecture or attended a class or self-studied the chapter thoroughly, then attempted question and have solved the doubts which have come. The entire chapter can only be called done if you have done all the 3 points that I mentioned. Okay. Then put a tick mark against the chapter. Now see what is not done. Now comes the question how you are going to do those chapter. So my honest advice now would be, if you are not in any coaching center or the coaching center has already completed, then there are several brilliant videos available on YouTube for free, one-shot videos. Those are like 2 hours to 2.5 hours per chapter, and yes, you can afford that time now. You have 1 month and a few days, and if you study regularly at least a good chunk of hours every day, you will definitely be able to do it. Please overwork and make it possible now. You won't regret it. So sit down with those one-shot videos, see the lectures, and after that, please attempt question. Attempt only those NEET level question, previous year question from those topics, and associated questions. Don't do bunch and bunch of questions now, and then circle the questions in which you have doubt and make sure anyhow those get solved. Now talking about how will you make a routine, please do not make daily routine. Make a routine for 3 to 4 days togetherly. Write down the names of the chapters that you are going to finish in this period of time and make sure those chapters that you had listed are absolutely done. And you need to pledge to complete your syllabus before 31st of January. For biology, do not run for resources, NCRTs enough, read and reread. If you can make time, then starting the revision of the initial chapters will be commendable. But if you do not have time, it's okay. Complete your syllabus because each and every chapter holds value in NEET. Now let us come to phase 2. This consists of 2 months, that is February and March. I will assume that till 31st you have completed the entire syllabus. Now, realistically speaking, you will be in such a stage where you will be okay with the later part of the syllabus because you have just attempted part syllabus test in the month of January, but you have forgotten like 50-60% of what the first chapters were about because revision बहुत दिन से हुआ नहीं है. So now what you need to do, you need to start with broad part syllabus test, which contains major portion of the syllabus, but that will be from the first part of the syllabus. So you need to start attempting those, and those tests should not be attempted daily because you need to have a good revision time, because this revision will take more time because you have already forgotten most part of it. Tests are actually mirror which tells us how our revision is going. Therefore we need to start attempting tests because January महीने में हम लोग अच्छे से टेस्ट दिए नहीं थे, ठीक है. So we'll attempt a maximum of 2 tests a week, whose syllabus will be the first part of Neet syllabus covering class 11th majorly. And between those days, you will overwork and complete and revise nicely what you have studied in class 11. And the thought process in your head should be, you may not get another chance to revise this nicely again. Then after 1 or 2 weeks of February, you have to start giving whole syllabus examination, because till then the part syllabus of class 11th must have been over. This is the month, that is from the later part of February and the entire of March, you need to give full syllabus examinations. Again, the frequency should not and must not be daily. It is not possible to give one exam daily. You should have revision time, because revision is what is going to get you a score. And come home and actively maintain a mistake notebook. Analyze your test, give test analysis more time than you have attempted the test for. I always tell this. If you have attempted the test for 3 hours and you have done several mistakes, it is okay if you take another 3 hours for test analysis, because that's what the real test is all about, okay? And actively maintain a notebook, which will be very handy in the day of your NEET examination, okay? Because the last full syllabus examination of any institute are very important, okay? They contain related questions. So with this, I come to phase 3. Phase 3 consists of entire of the month of April and 2 days in the month of May. So one thing I'm saying this at the beginning of this phase, that in the last 7 days you must and have to do a complete revision from 25th of April till 1st of May. You have to non-negotiably complete revision of the entire syllabus once. Every chapter should be done, and those 7 days should be the maximum effort that you put. Completion of entire syllabus does not mean you solving everything again. No. In physics, however you're comfortable doing, I used to read notes and after that see questions which I have previously solved. It used to work for me. So please don't sit and solve all the questions again. That will take too much time and you'll be left with chapters, which is not a great decision. So those last 7 days we are revising once. That is one thing. And what to do with the rest of the days of April? There you need to do 2 revisions from 1st of April till 25th. Here, reduce the number of tests that you attempt. In phase 2, your main motive should be giving examination, making sure you can complete the examination in time, and adapting yourself with the 3 hours that are given, okay? But in phase 3, your main motive should be revising. This shift in motive should be very clearly placed in your head, that in the last month I'm not going to run behind examination. I'm not in a place to. I need to revise, because or else in the examination hall, recall will not be something that I'll be able to do. So in April, from 1st to 25th, I will tell you to do 2 revision, and along with that, how many ever test is possible for you to give, it is okay. And even attempting 2 exams or 1 exam a week for you all is still fine. And for the last 7 days, if you go to a center to give the examination, please do not. Sit at home and please attempt 1 or 2 papers in those last 7 days. For 2nd May, please do not additionally keep things to study, because you will see that automatically you are having things to study in 2nd May. And before going to the center, you need to see a mistake notebook and another copy that you have maintained throughout the year. I have spoken about few mistakes to avoid in the last few months of NEET, and the video is in my channel. You all can definitely check it out. And there I have mentioned about maintaining a notebook throughout the year. So that notebook and your mistake notebook should be read before going to the center. So if you diligently follow the 3 phase schedule that I have said, that is till 31st you complete your syllabus, in February and March you give more and more examination and continue your revision behind, and in the last month, that is April, you actively revise and give exam a little bit secondary position, I think you will definitely be able to crack through the examination, because this is the most realistic thing that you can do in time left. And trust me, miracles can happen. I have seen people underperform throughout the year, but then they give their all in those last months and somehow brilliantly manage to get a good seat. So, no, you are not yet in a position which cannot be recovered back again. You can and must definitely do it. Study from now, study from today, give your all in, and once you crack the exam, everything will be worth it. All the best.